What is the full story behind Luo Feng's desperate escape in Nine Remoteness Space? Well, what seems like a simple chase sequence is actually one of the most strategically complex and dangerous situations Luo Feng has ever faced, filled with calculated risks, unexpected enemies, and revelations that completely change our understanding of Nine Remoteness Space. Welcome to my Donghua animation. Don't forget to subscribe to help me push this channel to 1K subscribers, it means a lot. Thanks, and without further ado, let's break down everything you might have missed, or expect in Donghua. Number 1. Luo Feng's conservative multi-phase plan was genius. Alright, so while Luo Feng's earthling body is hiding in a cave on Rock Island, his Mosha body has been executing an incredibly patient strategy. Instead of rushing in to grab a World Tree twig, Mosha body disguised itself as a seed, literally just floating among other seeds on Tree Island for 5 months. The plan was to let the seed cluster drift naturally with the wind until it landed near the world trees, then use a pinnacle emperor slave as a distraction. The slave would throw a flame origin crystal to blast away twigs and leaves, and in the chaos, the seed cluster containing Mosha body would land on a leaf and teleport away. This is strategic brilliance using misdirection and patience rather than brute force. The world trees would focus on the obvious threat while completely missing the special seed cluster that bypassed all their detection methods. Number 2. Bark Mirror Emperor's arrival was catastrophically bad timing. Moving on. Bark Mirror Emperor showing up with his team of 7 great beings, including Heir Crow Knight, a universe knight with incredible teleportation abilities, was the worst possible timing for Luo Feng. They arrived at Nine Remoteness Space just as Mosha body was 1 month away from completing the mission. Bark Mirror Emperor brought 5 other Undying heirs from the Northern Territory Alliance, and Heir Crow Knight's teleportation had allowed them to jump hundreds or even thousands of light years at a time, bypassing all the dangerous areas between Bauhinia Island and Nine Remoteness Space. Without Heir Crow Knight, it would have taken them much longer to arrive, and Luo Feng might have already obtained the World Tree materials and escaped. But now, with Bark Mirror Emperor's detection abilities, Luo Feng's hiding spot on Rock Island, the safest location in all of Nine Remoteness Space, was suddenly compromised. Number 3. Universe Mirror completely bypassed Luo Feng's microdetector. Here's something absolutely insane about Bark Mirror Emperor's talent technique. His universe mirror can inspect everything within 1 billion square kilometers by reflecting it in a mirror-like illusion created through the engravings on his scales and his golden eyes. Unless you're a universe master who can completely manipulate time and space in an area, nothing can evade universe mirror, not even top-tier detection devices. Luo Feng's microdetector, which he was relying on for safety, was completely useless against this inspection method. Other great beings won't even realize they're being probed, which is what makes Bark Mirror Emperor so dangerous as a hunter. He detected Luo Feng hiding in the cave without Luo Feng having any warning whatsoever, and by the time Luo Feng sensed the space seal, Bark Mirror Emperor was already rushing toward him. Number 4. Bark Mirror Emperor's life gene level made him terrifyingly powerful. Talking about Bark Mirror Emperor's power, and this is where you realize just how outmatched Luo Feng was. As a special organism with a life gene level of 2000, Bark Mirror Emperor's godly body is 200 million times stronger than an ordinary sector lord. That's 2,000 times the 100,000 multiplier that human emperors get. He's ranked in the top 10 among all Undying heirs on Bauhinia Island, which, considering the heirs have been arriving and being eliminated since the beginning of the universe, means he's one of the absolute best. The Northern Territory Alliance gave him a true treasure, and a treasure specifically to recruit him, knowing that someone with his power could rival universe knights as an undying fighter. His natural gift for speed, combined with his massive godly body, made him faster than Luo Feng in straight-line flight, even when Luo Feng used Shiwu Wings' second form to create space turbulence. Number 5. Shiwu Wings' maneuverability saved Luo Feng initially. Next up, the only reason Luo Feng survived the initial chase was because of Shiwu Wings' incredible maneuverability. When Bark Mirror Emperor started burning his godly body to increase speed, he became faster than Luo Feng in straight-line flight, no question about it. But here's where the physics of high-speed movement matter. The faster you go, the harder it is to change directions, like trying to turn a sports car at maximum speed. Luo Feng started changing directions continuously, pausing, darting, zigzagging, making sharp turns like a butterfly, and Bark Mirror Emperor couldn't keep up with those rapid direction changes. The space turbulence from Shiwu Wing's second form created massive space fragments, each as large as a planet, which slowed Bark Mirror Emperor down even more. Although Bark Mirror Emperor was objectively more powerful and faster, Luo Feng's superior maneuverability kept him just barely out of reach. Number 6. Tower Pearl was the only thing that saved Luo Feng's soul. Alright now, this moment is absolutely critical. When Bark Mirror Emperor opened his mouth and used his soul attack talent technique called Silence, the attack knocked Luo Feng completely unconscious before Tower Pearl even activated. This soul roar was trying to annihilate Luo Feng's soul entirely, and for a split second, Luo Feng had zero defense. His willpower was completely destroyed. Tower Pearl suddenly appeared and surrounded Luo Feng's soul core, and even then, it was trembling under the force of the attack. If Luo Feng hadn't possessed Tower Pearl, that single attack would have crushed his soul and killed him instantly. Even with Tower Pearl, the defensive True Treasure struggled to resist. This proves just how terrifying special organisms like Bark Mirror Emperor really are. Their talent techniques are on a completely different level than ordinary abilities. Silver Eye, another special organism Luo Feng encountered, was merely mediocre by comparison. Number 7. The Nine Remoteness Whirlpool entrance was pure desperation. The next person to show up was that horned universe knight emerging from the Nine Remoteness Whirlpool, and this is where Luo Feng's situation went from terrible to catastrophic. Bark Mirror Emperor had just condensed thousands of undying power threads, consuming 10% of his godly body when the whirlpool suddenly appeared. This universe knight was stronger than Bark Mirror Emperor and completely immune to soul attacks, which meant Bark Mirror Emperor's strongest ability was useless. The universe knight attacked Bark Mirror Emperor, forcing him to use those threads for defense instead of killing Luo Feng. But here's the desperate part. Luo Feng realized he couldn't escape Bark Mirror Emperor no matter what, so he dove directly into the Nine Remoteness Whirlpool, the most dangerous location in all of Nine Remoteness Space, where even 1 in 100 universe knights who enter actually survive. The tearing current inside was so powerful it would have annihilated Luo Feng's body instantly if he hadn't hidden inside the Seal Star. Number 8. The Indigenous civilization's guard system was unexpectedly sophisticated. Speaking of what Luo Feng found inside, the Indigenous civilization's military organization was way more advanced than anyone expected. The moment Luo Feng emerged from the whirlpool, he was immediately detected by 300 Undying warriors, stationed at the entry point 300 Undying fighters, guarding a single portal. Their captain was an invincible Emperor-level warrior, and this wasn't even the main force, just a standard guard unit. The Indigenous race had bloody horns and red bodies, and they were completely unaffected by the bloody mist that suppressed space ripples and prevented teleportation and God Country transportation. What makes this even more incredible is that this guard system exists at multiple Nine Remoteness whirlpools throughout the ocean, suggesting a massive military infrastructure protecting the core realm where Nine Remoteness Master's civilization lives. Number 9. Nine Remoteness Master created this entire civilization. Here's the shocking revelation. Nine Remoteness Master, whose body is literally the Nine Remoteness Ocean itself with a diameter of over 10 light-years, created both the Nine Remoteness race and the Nine Remoteness Indigenous race from scratch. He's not just ruling over them, he gave birth to their entire species using his creation talent technique. The civilization has at least 108 towering cities, each with a palace for one of the 108 princes, and each prince commands their own universe venerable level generals. When the guard squad let Luo Feng escape, they immediately reported the failure, and a prince, one of 107 brothers, decided to personally hunt down this undying fighter from another race. The prince wanted to test himself against the powerful heirs from the ancestral god school, showing that even the indigenous civilization values combat prowess and personal strength above everything else. Number 10. Moshe Body's domain technique was Luo Feng's only hope. Finally, the key to Luo Feng's survival plan was something most people completely overlook. Moshe Body's domain talent technique. Inside the core realm, Luo Feng couldn't use teleportation or God Country transportation because the bloody mist and the strength of the space completely suppressed those abilities. He was trapped in a world where indigenous warriors could fly freely while he was heavily restricted, facing a prince and potentially more powerful enemies. But Moshe Body, still floating patiently toward the world trees in seed form, could use domain to merge with space within a 6,000-mile radius and teleport to Luo Feng's coordinates. Domain is different from normal teleportation. It works by having Moshe Body merge with space itself, which means it can bypass the suppression that blocks God Country transportation. Luo Feng realized that his only chance was to wait for Moshe Body to complete the mission, obtain the World Tree materials, and then use domain to enter the core realm and help him escape. So there you have it, every crucial detail about Luo Feng's Nine Remoteness Ocean crisis that makes this sequence so strategically complex. What's incredible is how multiple plans were running simultaneously. Moshe Body patiently approaching the world trees, Luo Feng's earthling body being discovered and hunted, and the desperate gamble of diving into the Nine Remoteness whirlpool that led to discovering an entire hidden civilization. Which strategic decision impressed you most? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.